Hey guys, this is Tyler with Untitled Chapter, and today I'm going to be doing a video that includes all the zodiac signs. I'll put the timestamps in the description box, and so today's title is going to be "Why are you letting this bother you?" So I'm going to be asking that, and sorry, my cat is full of energy right now. This might not be the best time to do the video, but she's going to be very distracting, I guess. But so why are you letting this bother you? Doing this for all the signs. Sorry, she got me distracted. I'm like, where was I? I was trying to do good. Okay. Anyways, so I am okay. This is energy I'm reading. So just because I say, oh, well, this looks bad. Well, you can always change that. It's where you are currently. And also, this doesn't necessarily have to be you, or these are also general readings. It could be, sorry, one topic at a time. This doesn't have to be you. It could be someone you're dealing with. So if you're like, well, this isn't me, but I'm dealing with this, then go with that. If you, man, I am losing my train of thought really hard. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to be like anyone new or whatever. There are certain cards that tend to like have scary titles, like the death card. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna die. Doesn't usually mean you're gonna die, actually. It's very rare that it's like actual death. It's usually just some sort of transformation or transition. So just because I pull out a death card, don't be afraid of that. Okay, so the energies are different. I'm just going to start reading because I'm forgetting the little message I wanted to say at the beginning. You know, it's just like, oh, and these are general. So just if something applies and then it doesn't apply, that's okay. You know, because I'm not doing a personal reading for you. I'm doing readings for, like, let's just say Aries in general. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead. Is there something else? I feel like there was something else I was going to say. But my cat's really distracted me because she's hyper as shit. And it just started as soon as I did this. And, you know, because cats love energy work. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start on Aries. So let's get started on Aries. Why, Aries, why are you letting this bother you? Could you please just calm down? Quit being a spaz. Oh, huh. Okay, you got the sun. So, could have something to do with happiness. Okay, this is attraction. You're attracted to something or somebody that just, they fill you with joy. They're your muse. I don't say that shit, but like that just really popped in my head. They're your muse. They are. See, you just look at their smile. They look at you, and you just light up. All right. Are you still? Hey. With this being the sun, it doesn't have to be, but you could be dealing with a Leo. Fire sign compatibility is a thing. It's usually fire, 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 air, you know, air, 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 fire, earth, water, 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 earth, earth. Is what they say is the best compatibility. Of course, you can make it work with anything, but yeah. Anyway, let's draw another card. Not done with this card. Choose your words carefully. Choose your actions carefully because they're watching you. You've made a lot of dumb decisions in the past. You're an Aries. That shit happens. And before anyone gets offended, I'm an Aries too. I know what I'm talking about on that. But it's only dumb if you don't learn from your mistakes. So now we got 5 of Waters. Okay, somebody, you or them. And this could be them looking at you like they just make you happy. This is a situation where when they're without you or you're without them, whoever the sad person is in this, they're sad. It's like you are their rock right now. So they're a little unstable, or you are a little unstable. So if it's you, don't depend on them wholeheartedly. You need to be your own rock. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, because if you become too dependent on one person, that's too much pressure for them to bear. So make sure, if this is you, make sure you work on healing. And if it's the other way around, just know that they are not in the best place, and the focus needs to be on helping them stand on their own 2 feet, and don't take advantage of the situation and be a manipulator and be like, oh, you need me. This is weird. This is supposed to be a why let it bother you. Why is this bothering you? Oh, okay. So you're wondering if we're so happy, why aren't we together yet? Is that what it is? I don't know. Let's draw another card. Or even like, if I'm so happy here, why am I so sad here? Let's draw another card. Let's draw another card. See what that is. You don't know what direction to go. That's what it is. You don't know what direction to go. And you're not impatient. You can have patience. You just want to know where you're heading. It can take a while to get to the destination. You just want to know that you're heading there. This is why it's bothering you. It's like this. You can deal that. You can deal with that. This is why it's bothering you. Because, like on our hand, there are so many avenues this could take. There are so many ways this could go. And it's like, it's almost like, look, I'm cool wherever it goes. Just let me know where we're heading. Okay. Yeah. Because it feels like time's standing still right now, and you don't like that. You don't like that time's standing still. And it's like you're waiting for a new cycle to begin. And you're just wondering, okay, I'm waiting for a new cycle to begin, and I will wait, but are you waiting too? Weird message. Okay. Fortitude. Okay, so it's almost like this is the background of the sun and the background of fortitude are the same. And they both have multiple arms. They're both... That tiger. You gotta earn your stripes. Well, that tiger, you gotta earn the stripes. So wherever you're heading, you gotta earn them. So be patient. Just earn the stripes. And look, just have fun. This have fun is screaming at me right now. You're an Aries. Like, quit worrying about the destination and enjoy the journey. Just enjoy the journey. Look, you know it could go. Must be dealing with an Aries, but you know it can go a few different paths, and you're okay with the paths it could go. Then just be open to that and just have fun, be in the moment, and just enjoy what you got now. All right. Okay, so we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus. Why are you letting this bother you? What you letting bother you? What's going on? Okay, you got the Lovers and the Explorer. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm hearing moving on. Somebody moving on. And since it's bothering you, you're being forced to move on. You don't want to move on, but you're being forced to move on. And with the Lovers, this doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but doesn't necessarily have to not be either. It could just be you got fired and you have to look for a new job. It was like, I thought, there's a real, I was happy. Why you doing this to me vibe on this. And you're letting that bother you. And the thing is, how this is coming off, Taurus, is very selfish. I was happy. Why you gotta do that to me? Is what I'm hearing. I was happy. Why you gotta do that to me? Were they happy? Did you consider that? Were they happy? Should they sacrifice their happiness just to make you happy? Thought of the day. Should you sacrifice your happiness to make them happy? No. If one of you isn't happy, both of you aren't happy. Two of Fires. You may not want to start the new journey. You're kind of rolling your eyes here. There's something better coming. There's something better coming. Run towards just run towards the opportunity. You don't have to literally you don't have to literally run towards it. You don't have to move fast. You can. Taurus is usually a slow mover. So I just meant full speed ahead. In your speed. Stop stalling, because there's a reason this door closed. Stop trying to like kick it open. Stop trying to bust through the door. Stop trying to break through the windows. Stop trying to get back in. Stop it. Just move on. It's over, okay? It's over. And I'm sorry to break it to you like that, but I feel like your stubborn ass really needs to hear that. Over. And you have a better opportunity coming. So move on. I know you're pissed off because of the time invested. I know that. I get it. And was it all just an act? Did you just dress up for me? Why did we even do this, right? You feel betrayed. You feel like they were a liar. You feel like, and to Taurus, lying is like the biggest sin of all. So you're very pissed off, and I get that. But look, move on. As hard as that is, and it's a lot easier to say than it is to do, but it's time. It's time to move on, because, like, what is breaking your hand, trying trying to punch through a door to get it back open, getting you, because nothing's on the other side of that door anymore. It's just closed. It's just locked. It's just empty now. There is nothing on the other side of the door anymore. So turn around and walk through another one. All right. And now we go to Gemini. Actually, I think I want to use this deck for Gemini. Can't pick up the flag. All right, Gemini. Oh my gosh. I just remember what I wanted to say in the beginning, and maybe since I remember it on the Gemini sign, maybe it was meant for you guys. If your sun sign doesn't resonate, and if you don't know what a sun sign is, if you know your birthday and you say, oh, I'm a Gemini, that's your sun sign. If your sun sign doesn't resonate, you can always look up your moon sign or your rising sign to see if those resonate better. Look up your natal chart. There are websites that do it for free. Find your moon sign and rising sign. Some call it ascendant. Try those, see if they resonate. And you know, I may not be the YouTuber that resonates with you. If it's a love reading, you could also look up your Venus sign. But okay, why are you letting this bother you? Why are you letting this bother you? Let's go. For Geminis. Okay, we're gonna stop. Okay, with these two cards here, what's saying? You gave up your freedom. You gave up your freedom to take their offer, and then as soon as you took their offer, feels like you took their offer and then they just went, nah. It's like they only wanted you until you wanted them, and then they walked away, and it's bothering the shit out of you. This is why it's bothering you, because you liked your freedom, so you were like, you know what, okay, I do like you. I'm going to be in a relationship with you. All right. End of the hoe phase. I don't know if that's actually what you wanted, but like that popped in my head. End of the hoe phase. And so you do that, and you're like, all right. And then they turn your back. They turn their back on you as soon as you accept it, and you're pissed. And with that turtle, it's taking you a while to get over this because you're overanalyzing. You are just in your head, and you can't get out of it. You can't escape, and you're just like, why did they leave me out in the cold? I finally made the decision to pick them. It was so hard to pick them because, you know, I was going to give up my freedom for them, and I thought they were worth it, and then now I'm out in the cold, and I have no one. Like, I don't even want to go back to the hoe phase because they got me excited for an actual relationship, and now I'm just left out in the cold alone. Okay, so let's get some advice. Okay, so your heart is broken. Take time and heal, but realize You are not sad. You are not depressed. You are not angry. You are not these emotions. You feel these emotions. They are something that can come and go. One day you could be sad. One day you could feel sad. I need to watch my terminology there because I'm trying to make a point. And then if I don't say it right, I'm not making my point valid, right? One day you could feel sad. 1 minute you could feel sad. 1 second you could feel sad. The next second you could feel happy. Let yourself feel that happiness. Okay? You can be upset. You can feel upset about the end of this relationship. You can feel upset for being wronged because you were wronged. Take your time healing. But just because you feel upset doesn't mean you shouldn't let yourself feel happy. All right? That's your message. Hopefully that came out right because I was kind of tripping on my words there for a second. All right. So Cancer's next. Let's see. 21. Who's Cancer? Let's see. Oh. Yes. All right. Cancer is next. Okay. Why are you letting this bother you, Cancer? Because someone doesn't have the balls to say the truth. And all you want to hear is the truth. It's just like, all right, what is it really? Why do you keep lying to me? Why do I need to cut your ass? Like, damn, all right, Cancer, calm down. But you see them as a coward because, okay, I'm just going to say, like, it cut off one message and went to another. If you really view them this way, then it is time to let them go. If they bother you this much, if they're this bad for you, time to let them go. All right? Yeah. See, over here you got this little Prince of Swords. And sure, he may be noble. He may look noble, but he's not telling you the truth here. What you need is a King of Swords who's actually noble. It's like this is a false royalty here. This is the actual royalty. You need the King of Swords. You need the honesty. So if you really want that honesty, then don't accept the lies. Simple as that. See, you got the Prince of Cups. But you know, I know we were just comparing princes, but this one actually looks more of royalty than this prince. See, he just looks like, I don't know, he looks false in this reading for some reason. He may not look false in another one, but he does in this one. Like, this one knows what he wants, and he's going after it. And with this Seven of Cups, yeah, go ahead and remember the good times, but it's like you got a trail of cups, you got all kinds of offers coming in, but you need to wait for the Prince of Cups here. Because I feel like Prince of Cups and the King of Swords is the same energy. It's like truly honest, and this Prince of Cups energy is just, they know what they want and they're going after it, and you're what they want. So, and they're not going after anything else. So, until you get that type of person, until you get that loyalty, until you get that honesty, just don't accept the offers. Simple as that. If you don't like it, don't accept it. It's really that simple. Okay, So we are going to Leo. Okay. Now we're going to the line, Leo. Let's see what's going on with y'all. What's bothering you? It's even got a little flame kitty. You're a fire sign. And the lion. Come on now. Alright. Let's... You're trying to start a new journey. You're just... You know you need to do something else. You know that you're not... What the path you're walking right now is not going to get you where you need to go. You are... Hey, baby. Can you just calm down? What does it say? You need to feel more connected than you feel right now. You're not getting that right now. Respect your boundaries. Okay. Know your worth. Okay, stop. Stop taking less than your worth. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop being like, okay, but they're not that bad. Okay, but, you know, they have this problem, but they really are, they're really good in this area. Okay, look, no one's perfect, and your potential person is going to drive you crazy in some area of life. That is just a fact. That is just a fact. Or your job, however this relates to you. There is just something that's going to drive you crazy about it. But if you're second guessing, if you are like, do I actually want to be with them? If you are, is this actually going anywhere? If you are any of those, then why are you with them? What do they really do for you? Why are you making excuses? That's why it's bothering you. You know you can do better. And see, the thing is, you know that not your boundaries, your standards can be a little high. You know, sometimes you set unrealistic standards. But sometimes all you want is some goddamn human decency, and that's really not too much to ask for. Yeah, it's funny. With that, we are all connected in that. Yeah, I was gonna go somewhere else, but you're already connected to the people who are supposed to be in your life. You're already connected to the people who are supposed to be in your life, so you need to cut the ties to the people who aren't. And you know, sorry, my computer's wanting to, I'm gonna pause for a second. My computer's wanting to restart. Sorry, I got distracted by that restart message. Okay, so the people that are meant to be in your life are already in your life. You could always meet other people, but the person you're looking for is already in your life in a different position. The person who fills that position isn't working for you, and you know they're not. What's all this connected shit? I'm not getting very clear messages. Observe in silence. If you really don't know who I'm talking about, I feel like you do. I feel like you know that the person you're with who fills the spot you're trying to, this could be job related, this could be romance. It could be different for you guys. But I feel like the area of your spot life that isn't even providing basic needs for you needs to go away. And you know that. The only thing is where you want to go is already there. It's just like there's kind of you can see like a few paths here. Like you're like, it could be that or that or that. Just think about it. Observe in silence. So really look, see how you feel, and you'll know. This card is called Do Not Fear the Unknown. Just because what is this trying to say? Don't be afraid to gamble. It's either don't be afraid to gamble or don't be afraid to go on a path not walked before. However that relates to you. I'm kind of feeling that path not walked before somehow. If you can think how that relates. Love that you are different. Okay. Like, this is like a weird looking little snake mole fly thing. Are you a little weirdo? That's alright, so am I. Accept yourself. Love yourself. You know, give yourself love. And I think the person that really means something to you loves you for all that shit too. Or they should anyway. And if they don't, bye, right? Okay. So we're going to Virgo. Alright, Virgo, let me pick your deck. Who do I want? I'm going to use my dragons. Alright. I'm going to use my dragons. Alright, Virgo, let's see what we got for you. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Seems like I always do something gross on Virgo. Maybe it's because I know y'all hate it. Alright, Virgo. What's bothering you? Why are you letting it bother you? That's what the question was. Why are you letting it bother you? You're jealous. Why? There's a real... It's not fair. Why do they get it all when I've done all the work? Why do they get it all when I've done all the work? And that's really bothering you. It's like, am I not worth all that they have? Maybe you're not getting the attention because, like, when that came out, it's like, I've done everything. What else do I need to do? It's really heavy in this. So let's go ahead and jump to advice. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands, we got the Hierophant, and the King of Swords. You're letting your insecurities get the best of you. They can see your worth. They can see your worth, they're just not loving you the way you want to. Well, you need to communicate. You need to communicate, which Virgos, I don't think have a problem with that, which is weird. Maybe you have other things in your chart. But you need to honestly communicate because, you know, Virgos can be a little controlling, and that just popped in my head with this Hierophant boxed in there. You might be limiting them too much. Give them a little freedom, and they'll love you harder. I don't like making that promise, but that really just rolled off my tongue, and that came in my head. So give them some freedom, okay? You're trying to, like, control way too hard. You're, like, putting them in this little bubble, and they can't fucking breathe. Okay? So, like, take the leash off. Let them roam. That's not to say they'll cheat or anything. Just let them make their own fucking decisions. Because I feel like you're with someone who's a little more free-spirited, and because they see your worth. They love you. There's a lot of love on this. But they do not like being restricted how you restrict them. And that is why you're not getting the attention you want. Okay. Libra. I'm going to take a short break. Alright, we are back. And we're doing Libra. Why are you letting it bother you? With the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm leaving this reversed. I usually don't. The Three of Swords. What you thought was working out. You thought you could see a real future with something or with somebody. It just didn't happen. And you do got a broken heart in this. And you're spending too much time analyzing it. You're spending too much time, because you see the swords are going into her hands. Like, you're spending too much time analyzing it. You're spending too much time overthinking about it. You're spending too much time being anxious. You're spending too much time holding a grudge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so with this 5 of coins here, you gotta realize maybe you did only put in the work. Okay, actually, the work going forward, this may have been, they only put in work here. The work going forward is work that you're gonna do on your own. You can't, they're not with you anymore. You can't keep hoping that they'll come back. You can't be mad. You can't just do something to show them. That's gonna hurt you. You can't just do something, be like, oh, I'll show them. You gotta let go of this grudge. See, you can stay in this position and just die in that position, miserable and unhappy, or you can move on. With this Fool card, you can move on, move forward, be happy, and go. Instead of being miserable thinking about how wrong they did you, how fucked up it was, how awful it was, move on and move into a brighter future. One door closes, and you can't get it open. Well, even if you got it open, there's nothing on the other side anymore. They've already walked through another door. So you walk through another door. Walk through another door and go into a better future. Okay? Walk through a new door, because you're not getting back into this door. You're not. So quit letting it bother you. Man, I've had to be a little hard on people in this video. It's out of love, guys. It's out of love. Okay. So next we're doing Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. I think I'm going to keep this deck on you guys. Scorpio. Let's see. What is bothering you? Why are you letting it bother you? Wheel of Fortune. You might, maybe you're a Scorpio Libra cusp here, because like the Libras just had that, but doesn't really matter. Adjacent signs usually are dealing with similar stuff. You're mad because you saw a future with a fake ass bitch. With a fake ass bitch, and now you're pissed off. It's like, now you went and pissed me off. Sting. Like, sorry, that's a joke between me and a Scorpio. It's time to sting. Like, all right, well, a fake ass bitch pissed you off. Your advice here with this 8 of Wands, you may have built up a collection of wands here. You thought you were almost there. You were almost to that 10. You were almost to getting something. You are almost to something substantial. It's time to let that shit fall. Just, those are just, to me, they look like they're just falling right out of the sky. Just let them fall, let them lay wherever they're supposed to lay, because they weren't meant for you. And you weren't meant for them. You were, this was, the moon. It was an illusion. And with it being the moon, moon's usually related to Pisces or Cancer. You could have been dealing with one of your fellow water signs. Or a fake ass bitch. It doesn't have to be that, but that fake ass bitch is really, really just hitting hard. So it is a fake ass bitch. Yeah. Let it go. And with this King of Swords, it's be happy. And to receive honesty, you give honesty. So don't let, I'm not calling you a liar, I'm just saying, don't let their deceit stop you from being the honest person you are. It's how I'm feeling this. Don't give up on being honest, because to get honesty, you have to give honesty. So just keep giving honesty, because you know what? There's a lot of people that cannot handle the truth, and you will scare their bitch asses away, right? Their punk asses away, right? So just keep being brutally honest. Just keep being true to you. And don't, you're the best around. No one's going to keep you down. Just popped in my head hard. Like, don't let them keep you down. 7 of Swords. Know when to walk away. Know when to walk away. And it's time to walk away. Let it fall. Just be like, well, that was a waste of my time, but time to move on. I mean, Scorpio, you guys are the death card. You should know how it is to just transition, right? I'm pretty sure that's like a Scorpio's curse. I heard that once. Y'all just keep having to move on, right? So, anyway. Let's move on to Sagittarius. So, yeah. Sagittarius, why are you letting it bother you? Because you were super friendly and you were super giving, and they just took and you didn't get anything back. They just took advantage of your kindness, and they just walked away with what you gave them, and they acted entitled to it. They acted like, oh, well, they were supposed to do this for me. And they took advantage of your kindness, and you're just like, that is fucked up. That is like the line crossed, and you're having a little trouble letting that go. Okay, so obviously you're a queen. Even if you're a guy, whatever. Handle it like a queen. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, you got the Queen of Cups. Just keep being that loving, giving person that you are, because when you're a loving, giving person, there are going to be fuckers who take advantage of you. There really are. And you know, but there are people who genuinely need you. And so I feel like this is really saying, like, you may miss your mark sometimes, but you shouldn't let that you shouldn't let that stop you from shooting, right? And I say it that way because you're the archer, and that the visualization popped in my head. Like, you miss the target the first time, are you gonna stop shooting, or are you gonna, like, make sure you hit it the next time, right? Because maybe the first person is really fucked up and they just abused you and they took advantage of you, of your kindness, and they just walked away and was like, you weren't even that great, like, fuck off, right? But then maybe the next person will be super grateful and just like, man, I needed this so bad. You are like the best thing ever. You know, it's funny. This card was in my hand, Justice. Karma will be served to the people who take advantage of people. So don't let that, so just because someone took advantage of you, don't let that stop you from being a loving person. That's a real hard message popping up right now. And your karma is going to be really good because I can feel it. You're very warm-hearted. You're very, at least the people who this is resonating with, you're very warm-hearted, and, you know, don't be afraid to give. Just don't stop giving, please. We need people like you in this world because there's a lot of fuck faces too. So we need people like you. So don't stop giving. All right. So Capricorn. 20. God, that is a weird 20. Okay. Anyway. 10 of Cups. Why is this bothering you? You got the 10 of Cups. Okay, I need another card for that. I mean, what? You don't want to be in love? Like, oh, shit. Okay. You got the 10 of Cups and you got the 6 of Wands. So the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And you got the 6 of Wands. And see how that person's holding the wand, and it looks like they're a couple, but this is looking behind the back. I don't know if this is you or the other person, but there's a real, like, it's either, I'm getting it both, so I feel like for some of you, you're the one that's looking. For some of you, you're the one that's wondering why you're not enough. Why isn't this enough? And it's like everything checks off, but it's still just not enough, either for you or the other person. I feel like it could go either way. For some reason, I'm leaning towards this isn't enough for you, and I'm going to go for that. If it goes the other way, just how it's resonating with me is you're the person who's this isn't enough for, and I'm not saying you're a bad person in this. Sometimes, you know, it's just relationships don't work out, you know, and sometimes even though, like, it's good, it's just not great, you know. So I'm not judging you, but if it's vice versa for you, then just let it be vice versa. But I need to pick a side so I can keep going. So I'm kind of feeling like it's you. It's like, why isn't this good enough? Either that, or I just noticed when I had these two together that somebody's trying to interrupt your happiness with this person. Someone's trying to get in the way, and that's bugging you. There's a few routes for this, so let's just get some advice here. Okay, every single one of these cards, the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 2, is that Earth? I'm going to go with Earth. and the Two of Earths. Every single one of them scream to me, know where you belong. Know what cup you want to offer. Know what cup you want to accept. Know where you want to be. Because if you want to be in this relationship, be in it. If you want to wander somewhere else, wander somewhere else. But in this first. Don't just wander behind someone's back. That's something I don't like. If you don't want to take anyone else's offer, and offers are just coming in and you're just like, why is this happening? Don't take any other offers. Okay? It's really that simple. It really is. Like, people make things more complicated than they are, but if you want something, go after it. If you don't want something, don't go after it. Okay. So now we're going to do Aquarius. Last half is really finishing with this deck. Okay, so what's bothering you? Why are you letting this bother you? Okay, you got the Two of Coins. Oh my gosh. Okay, so see her face. She looks like she's got it together. She looks like she's having fun. She looks like she's putting up a front, though. In her face, I'm just seeing this terrified, like, okay, I'm acting strong, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. Like, you're still holding on to two things because you made a decision, but you don't know if it's the best decision. Now, or you're, like, holding on to two decisions because you're, like, but you're acting like everything's good. Like, oh, that doesn't even matter. I'll do it later. Like, I'll think about it later. Like, it's not even that big of a deal to decide whatever I'm trying to decide. Like, however that relates to you. Like, it's really not that big of a decision. Like, don't worry about it. When in fact, it's all you can think about, and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, I don't even know. Sound true? But, I thought this was the Two of Earths in the last one. This must be the Two of Airs. They don't really, whatever. You got two twos, though. And go with the flow. Not everything has to be planned out. See what you like. Going with the flow and not planning out is going to help you. Stop trying to control the water. You're the water bearer, but stop trying to control the water. Stop trying to control the flow of the water. And just go with the flow, because the flow is going to take you where you need to go. You've always felt left outside. You've always wondered why. You've always wanted to be somewhere where you're not. But you've always planned shit. Go with the flow for once. And you got the Eight of Cups here. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of offers. It's kind of like you can do whatever you want to do. But because of that, it's like you're not restricted, so you don't know what to do, and it's kind of stressful in that way. What you need to do is find what makes you happy. And if nothing makes you happy, then you haven't found what makes you happy. Okay? I feel like there's a lot of that. Nothing makes me happy. Well, you haven't found what makes you happy then, and you need to get what doesn't make you happy out of your life. If nothing makes you happy, then you have a lot of shit in your life that isn't making you happy. That's making you sad. Okay, maybe you should evaluate what's making you sad. Because, okay, if you're not happy, then are you sad? Are you sad? Aquarius is a depressed sign. I'm not saying every Aquarius is depressed, but they are prone to depression, kind of like how Aries is prone to headaches, and I'm an Aries, and boom, I get migraines, okay? So, like, it doesn't have to happen that way. My sister's an Aries, and she doesn't get migraines, but it happens. I know a few Aquarians that are depressed. Just saying. So, if something's making you sad, maybe cut it out of your life. Maybe start there. Then find what makes you happy. Okay? It's really that simple. It's simple in words, I know. It's not that easy to just cut ties. It's not that easy. It's a hard decision because there's emotions in it. But from a logical perspective, this is what needs to be done. Logically, it's like you just need to make a list. Okay, sad and happy. If you can't find anything that makes you happy, find the things that make you sad. Okay, find the things that make you sad and just eliminate them one after another, and then maybe you'll eventually find something that makes you happy. Holy shit. I was trying to find words to help someone with this type of situation the other night, and I just went on a full fucking rant with this. Like, talking to spirit is something else, I tell you what. Okay. The Empress. Rise above your current situation. Know that, okay, just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't deserve love. Like, Aquarians are humanitarians. They're detached, yet they're loving. Like, it's a weird fucking mix. But just because you want to detach from it doesn't mean you can't love it, but maybe you love it in a different way. And you just like, okay, I wish you the best, but you just don't work for me anymore. You make me sad. So I'm gonna love you, but I'm gonna love you differently now. I think I'm hearing a lot of how do I do that though? Like, well, I can't do it for you. Figure it out. With that Prince of Swords, it's like meditate, figure it out, find out. This is something that isn't quick decisions. This isn't something that, because as far as this goes, this isn't something that, normal interactions with people, this is what I'm trying to say, normal interactions with people will come with happy and sad moments for people who are meant to be in your life, who are good for you, and all that. Everyone has their bad days. If you're close to somebody, they're going to piss you off sometimes. They're going to make you sad. They're going to upset you, but they're also going to make you happy. They're going to make you laugh. So it kind of comes with a balance type of thing. Okay, am I in perpetual sadness because of them? Maybe. Or even like, okay, like they make me laugh sometimes, but like I spend most of my time sad around them, so maybe that's how you make your decisions. You guys are pretty smart. You'll figure it out. I have faith in you. But just throwing out advice. Okay, so we're going to go to Pisces now. Going vice versa with Pisces. Okay. Damn. What's bothering you? Your inner demons. You need to face your inner demons. That's what's bothering you. Take it slow. You need to move on, but I feel like you're in a rush. You need to be grounded. You need to face this. You need to conquer it, and it's going to take some time. This isn't something you can do overnight. This isn't something that's just going to click and be like, got it, I'm good, I can smile. It's not going to be like that. This is something that's going to take work. It's going to take effort. It's going to take consistency to conquer your inner demons. It's going to take strength. You can do it. You can do it. I'm going to say it one more time. Listen, you can do it. But you need to do it. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You'll have help. Reach out and you'll have help. Okay? The therapy kicked in my head when I said that. Get some therapy if you need it. Probably do with this. Because, you know, therapists can give you pretty good coping mechanisms. You know, that's what they're there for. And you have support even if you don't see it. Even if they don't cry with you, even if they don't like hold your hand and walk you through every little step of everything, there are people in your life who are there for you. And I kind of feel like you don't see it though. But this is your battle. Even if you have support, this is your battle because this is a battle within yourself and this is one that you have to fight. With that King of Swords, you do have to fight, but I don't know how spiritual you guys are, but we all have, some call them guardian angels, some call them spirit guides. There's different names for them, but we all have these beings that help us. And they're there for you. They'll give you the tools to succeed. All you gotta do is ask. Too many cards. It's weird. Okay, with this Hangman card, I'm pretty sure the Hangman's a Pisces card. It's time to get out of your own head. And it's weird because when I heard that, it's like, it's time to get out of your own head because you're not really in your head. You're in your emotional head, which is your heart, but you think it's your head. And because Pisces are they're very emotional beings. It's like, water signs are really the most emotional people. And I'm not saying anything bad by that. It's just, I guess they emote. I'm not sure how I'm trying to describe them. Pisces are probably some of the most emotionally intelligent people. So with their emotional intelligence, sometimes when you're so much of one thing, you're not a lot of another thing, and you don't really realize that. So if you're so emotionally intelligent, you might not be that logical. So what you think is your head is emotional intelligence, and in your head that's logic. And emotions are just logic to you. You need to, and it feels like you need to get out of the emotional logic and get into real logic. Because you need to ground yourself and you need to be logical. I think I said something like this similarly. Because it's weird. It's like it needs to be a mix though, because you need to be logical so you can understand your own emotions. But you need that logic so you can understand that what you're doing is unacceptable, or how you're acting isn't just because you are who you are. You need to accept that you need to do work on yourself, basically, is how that's coming across. You need to accept that you need to do work on yourself. And if you don't get out of your emotional head, then you're never going to accept that and you're never going to improve. Kind of a heavy message, but for those who choose to do the work, I know you will be successful. It's in there. It really is. I can feel it. You will be successful if you just choose to do the work. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys are doing good and have a great day.